Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Today I'm back with another pick a card reading for what is coming this week, February 9th. So we have three piles here. Pile number 1 with the Amethyst, pile number 2 with the yellow Citrine, and pile number 3 with the Lapis Lazuli. So what you're going to do is take a few seconds to just pause the video, take 3 deep breaths in and out, kind of calm your energy, calm your nerves, and pick the pile that is really pulling to you. So don't just go to the first one that you think of or just a random pile. Really feel which one is pulling towards you. Maybe it's a crystal that you're being pulled towards or an actual pile, but just really use your intuition and your gut so that these messages can resonate with you and find you the right way. Okay. Group number 1, welcome. If you chose Amethyst, this is your pile. So before I begin, I just want to kind of clarify that these readings, of course, the future is always changing, so nothing is set in stone. So go into these readings with an open mind. If you hear something that you might not want to hear, know that this is for guidance. You are in control of your actions and what you bring into your life, you know, to an extent. So don't think that everything I'm about to say is set in stone and like this is gonna happen, this and this. No, this is meant to be more of guidance and clarity or confirmations for some of you. So just know going in that what you hear, use that to help you in whatever way, whether it's you are hearing confirmations to make a decision in your life, or if you hear something negative, now you know to change your energy and how you're handling the situation so that something like that doesn't happen. So just keep an open mind, and with that being said, let's start your reading. So this is for the energy of this upcoming week, Sunday, February 9th to next Saturday. So let's start. Okay, first we have temptation. Let me show you the cards. Temptation. Okay, struggles. I feel like some of you are definitely struggling with, I'm getting choices from this. So I feel like some of you have maybe multiple options in your life right now that you have the opportunity to choose with which path you want to go down. And I feel that you're kind of being tempted with a decision that isn't fully suited for you or meant for you. And what Spirit is really trying to get through is that what comes appealing to you at first might not be what's meant for you in your best interest. So I'm feeling a lot of energy of needing to plan, needing to sit back down and kind of look over the options that you have, and don't get tempted with the first thing that sounds great. Look into it, look deeper, look at other options that you have. Rejoice, celebration. Okay, this is good. I feel that this is representing that this energy of temptation is something that you can for sure handle. You can overcome this. You are not someone who lets temptation get to them, but I feel that it might be an issue that you do find in your life often, kind of being tempted. Whether you go through it or not, that's something that you know, but I feel that this is almost a general theme. Yeah, and the rejoice and celebration, I feel that this is representing that you're getting a lot better at not falling into temptations. You're getting a lot better at looking through your options and looking through your choices and really choosing the one that might not always be the best looking on the outside or the best appealing on the outside, but ultimately is the best choice for you. And I feel that Spirit is just kind of saying you need to, not need to, but you should recognize yourself for all the progress that you've made so far, because I feel that this is hard, like having all this temptation and this strong, powerful, like in control masculine energy that I'm feeling from this card. I feel that this definitely got in your way, and harmed some aspects of your life, but you're going through a transition where you are taking control of yourself again. And 3 represents, harmony as well. And I feel like that's kind of a harmony within yourself. You're finding that balance, and that's something that you should recognize and be happy of yourself for, because you're making progress. Yeah, and that's going to be tested this week. That's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling that temptation is going to be tested this week. But if you just stick through and follow your intuition and don't go with that first option that might look the best, you're going to be rewarded by the end of the week. So whatever decisions you have coming up, or anything that is brought to your attention, definitely look deep into it, because you have the ability 100% in you to choose the right option, to intuitively feel which way is the right way to go. And the more you stay in touch with yourself like that, you're going to bring more positive events into your life, something worth celebration. So this week, definitely focus on that aspect of your energy. And I feel that your spirit's telling me that you're going to be rewarded at the end of the week, but you have to overcome these temptations. Okay, next we have light. Yeah, okay, this week you have something very positive and life-changing coming to you. Yeah, so I feel for some of you this has to do with a relationship. I feel that some of you might be coming out of a pattern, a time frame of patterns where you might have been choosing the wrong guys, and you've been not understanding why you keep finding these guys that are not good for you, these low lifes, these people who don't treat you right, who don't know your worth, who are not treating you like the queen and goddess that you are. And this is tied to this temptation card. I feel like you might, if there is a line of guys, you might pick the one that's the cutest, but deep down, he's a jerk, So I feel for some of you, don't forget, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But for some of you, this is about a relationship, and I feel that you might be meeting or coming in contact with a potential future partner. And this doesn't have to be romantic. This can be friendship-wise too. You could be someone who just always finds themselves in the wrong group. I feel that this week, group number 1, you're going to have a situation come up in your life that's going to bring you towards the light, that's going to bring you towards change and transition, and just bringing a lot of harmony to you, a lot of peace, a lot of change, a lot of realignment of your personal energy. That's what I'm feeling. So keep an eye out this week. And going back to what I said before about the choices, for some of you, this might be a choice about school or a choice about a job offer. Like I said, the first thing that comes to you might not always be what's best for you. Wait for the second or third or fourth option to come and weigh out the pros and cons, because you have something great coming to you this week, group number 1. You really have something that is going to change the whole course of your destiny and your purpose in a good way. It's going to realign you. It's going to take you out of those patterns of temptations and kind of control and feeling like you're always fighting yourself to do what you want, You're probably sitting there thinking like, I don't want this, so why do I show that I want it? Why do I keep coming back to it? That's going to come to an end this week, group number 1. But you have to do your part, okay? The universe doesn't just hand us stuff. We have to work for it. I always say it's a halfway thing. You have to meet the universe halfway. Put your energy into this change and you will be rewarded. But once again, you don't just sit back and see what happens, because you're not going to change. Things can't change unless you change. So next we have truth. Okay, yeah. This is giving me huge self-reflection vibes. Almost being truthful to yourself. What I said before, I feel like you tell yourself you don't want this, but yet you keep doing things or saying things or attracting the same things. And this is really about looking within and finding your inner truth and finding what lights you up and gives you that energy. And this is powerful. So there's a lot of protection going on. So these cards, this week, you have spirit protecting you greatly. Like I said before, it's a halfway thing. Your spirit and the universe is here for you, and they're here to help you on your path, but you have to work, you have to do your part, you have to do what you know you have to do, and you have to find that truth in you, and you have to look within, and that's what it's going to take. So if you meditate, if you've never meditated, start this week. And it doesn't have to be an hour, it doesn't even have to be 30 minutes. Start with a 10-minute, even a 5-minute meditation, just before you wake up, before you go to bed. Just sit down for at least 5 minutes and just work on quieting your mind and just letting the thoughts kind of slide through. And by doing this, you are allowing your intuition and your subconscious to flow into your conscious, and through that you're going to connect more with yourself. Your solar plexus is going to activate more, because you're allowing what's within to come up. And when you do that, you see the truth, you see what you really want, and it's going to become apparent to you and clear to you what you need to do. So it might not be like, written on a chalkboard exactly what you need to do, but you need to trust that those messages will come up and they will come through, and it's up to you to follow your intuition, and you'll start to see the pattern. You'll start to see, oh, okay, I see how little things are changing here and there. But this is all about looking within and finding what sparks your light again, what gets you going, what makes you happy. Get away from these temptations, get away from the things that are not serving you anymore, that are not bringing you light and love and happiness and abundance. Get away. And that's going to start with self-reflection, for sure. For sure, self-reflection. And this card is 20, and 2 represents balance and creation. You need to create the life that you want. You need to look within and see what needs to be balanced out, and see your truth and bring that out to the surface. Start acting and living for your soul's purpose. Don't fall back into these temptations. And I know it's hard, but you 100% have the ability to do this. Like, no doubt right now, do I think you can't do this? You can do this. You just have to apply yourself. Disconnect and boredom. So, yeah, I'm feeling that part of you is going to miss kind of this old life sense that I'm getting, kind of looking back at your old life and missing it, but not in a way where you want to go back to it, because you're going to recognize that it doesn't serve you anymore. Those past decisions, those past patterns that you were making, they don't serve you anymore. But even though you know that, there's going to be a part of you that feels lost, because you're releasing a part of you that does not serve you anymore. So it's okay to kind of be upset and not understand why you're upset. Your energy is changing, and it's normal to feel, a loss, even if it's energy that's changing for the good, if that makes sense. So just take some time alone. And I also feel Spirit's also telling me that this is a time where you're going to want to be alone. So you might be someone who usually feels calm when you're with friends, so you might usually be upset or anxious and want to be with other people, but because you have self-reflection to do, and you have shadow work to do, and you have things deep within that you need to pull out, you need to do that alone. You can't do that with other people, at least in the beginning. If you have a friend and they want to come over and meditate together, sure, you can do that, but you really need to spend some time alone. And it might be boring, it might be like, oh, I just want to go hang out with friends, but I'm really feeling that this time alone is needed. You have a lot of self-reflection to do, and it's all going to lead to so much abundance. And just this light card right here, gold is the color of the universe and just universal energy overall, and it's exploding. That part of you is coming out, it's bursting. You just have to get deep enough to pave the path for it to come out. So take some time alone this week and just really spend this whole week kind of to yourself. I'm not saying lock yourself in your room and be bored all the time, but just cut back your social time this week and really just reflect on yourself. Love begins. Aww. Oh, these vibes are so good. And look at all these green cards too. Wow, that's the heart chakra right there. See, you have healing to do. You have self-reflection to do. Group number 1, Spirit is coming in strong with this energy. You have a new beginning this week. This week, something is going to change for you, and it's going to be for the better. You're going to be breaking these patterns, getting rid of that temptation, getting rid of that part of yourself that wants to do what you know deep down isn't aligned with your divine purpose. And love begins. This is self-love right here. And 1, of course, represents new beginnings and fresh starts and birth and just starting a whole new chapter in your life. And this group number 1, you're going to have a transformation this week. You really are. And it's gonna start with you looking within, but let me tell you, you have big changes coming to you. So use this energy, take advantage of this energy, embrace this energy. Don't let these stupid little temptations stop you from this life of harmony that's coming your way. Okay, your heart chakra needs some balancing, it needs some love. You need to bring that out. You know, the only person who can do that is you. The only person who can look within you and find what you want and need is you. And that's what this week is going to bring, group number 1. And it might be intense, it might feel a little bit intense, but you just have, you know, you're strong enough to get through this. I know you are. Next, sacrifice. Woo. Sacrifice. You have to let go. There's going to be things that you need to let go of. This is kind of bringing me to this disconnect and boredom card. You're going to feel a loss of a part of you or an old you, and there's going to be sacrifices that you have to make. And I feel this is for a select few of you, but I feel that some of you, this is going to entail cutting some people off. And if you are thinking, so whoever this message is for, you know it. So if you have someone who came in mind, or you feel like this resonates with you, it does. You need to cut this person off because they are not good for you. They are the fuel to your fire, not in a good way. They are but they are fueling these temptations and kind of leading you in a path that is not meant for you. It's not, you have so much greatness and abundance and change. I feel that you're going to be someone who is going to impact the world in a big way, but you need to get yourself on that path to do that. That's not going to come until you self-reflect and you get rid of these bad patterns and bad habits. And you know, this sacrifice, it's going to hurt, but I mean, look at the card. She's blossoming. There's a rainbow coming. She's in the clouds and she's wearing white, which is purity. This is a good change. This is a good sacrifice. And like I said, it might hurt at first, but this is meant to happen. This person needs to be cut off from your life because they are not for you right now. Their energy is not helping you. It's harming you. And it's gonna hurt a little bit. You know, it is gonna hurt a little bit, but that pain's not gonna last long. It's really not. Because you have so much greatness ahead of you. And you know, I'm picturing it as like, I feel like your third meditation this week is going to be the meditation that really just clicks something in your head is just going to go like bing, and you're just going to know what to do in a sense. And not in a way where, oh, I know what decisions to make, but in a way where when decisions come to you, you feel, you're like, okay, like I know what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So let me know in the comments after this week is over. Definitely let me know who this specific message was for about the third meditation, because that's really coming through to me. I feel for sure this third meditation is going to be the one that's going to change you. So let me know how it goes. Okay, next. We have authority, taking back your power, taking back your self-power, taking back the authority of your life, you know, being the authority of your life again. And yeah, because this person, whoever it is in your life that you need to cut out, group number 1, they are taking away your self-power and they're taking away that light inside of you. And I feel for some of you, this is almost representing a relationship or a friendship that you know deep down is not serving you, you need to leave. Okay, if you've been questioning for weeks or months, you know, here and there, if that thought keeps like coming up and poking itself through, and you keep pushing it down, that's your intuition. Your body's trying to tell you something. And you know, you might be feeling like anxious right here in where your solar plexus is. You might be feeling like stomach aches here and there. That's because you're avoiding your intuition. You're pushing back a message that you know needs to come through. And this is your confirmation group number 1, that you need to make that change. You need to cut this person out because they're taking away your self-power. They're taking away your ability in a way to follow your heart and follow your soul and make decisions that are best for you, not for them, not for you guys together. This is a time where you need to be alone and you need to self-reflect. And for some of you, how I said before, you might need to be alone away from social groups. For others of you, this means that you need to be alone from this person. You need to cut them off. Like I said, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but those 2 messages are coming through. Some of you are going to, it's just going to be separating from your friends, from social events this week and focusing on yourself. But for others of you, this is cutting someone off, and this is leaving a friendship or relationship that is not serving you anymore, that is bringing out the negative in you and not the positive. So let's get into these guidance cards and see what guidance the universe has for you, what spirit is here to help you with. Okay, so we have the arts. Express yourself through creative activity. So some of you might already have a hobby, and so art isn't just painting, of course. Art means any type of expression, any type of creative outlet that allows you to express yourself and feel free and just get away from the chaos of the world sometimes. You need to get back into this, okay? Some of you have slacked off. You've stopped entertaining your hobbies. You've stopped doing what, for some of you, I feel that you might be playing the guitar, or you want to play the guitar. I don't know why that picture is just coming in my head, but you need to do that. You need to get back into your activities, into your sports, into your creative outlet, because when we allow ourselves to be creative, it changes so much. It really does. We are humans, and we're here to create. Everything around us is creation. We create everything, you know, this table, this apartment building, everything, and you need to express yourself again. And I feel that this is leading back to this light card. You kind of dimmed yourself out in every aspect of your life because of these bad temptations, and you need to cut that off for sure. And I feel for some of you, for a select few of you, Spirit is telling me that this might be cutting off a bad habit like smoking or drinking. Cut that off. It's taken time away from what you want to do, from what you need to do for yourself. Because doing these sports and these activities, some people may be like, you're just wasting your time, you know what I'm saying? But no, heck no. We need to be creative. We need to have an outlet that we just let ourselves, you know, just blah in. You need to have that for yourself. It's going to help you with this self-reflection. It's going to help you bring that light out in you again. Okay, leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Do it. Take that leap of faith. Cut off that relationship that you know is not serving you anymore. Sign up for guitar classes, go to swimming practice, whatever you want to do, take that leap of faith for everything. Just start following your heart, start following your soul and your intuition. What you're being called to do it, you know? Don't keep pushing down those desires of yours, because the more you push them down, the harder it's going to be for you to realize what you want, because your body's so used to just pushing yourself down that when it's time to express yourself, you might have a harder time figuring out what you want to do or what makes you happy. Don't stress over that, but take that leap of faith, jump into it. Just start. If you're anxious about joining a club or going to a new school or starting a new job, weigh out your options, get rid of those temptations, and what you know will help you and not harm you. Out of those options, do it. Pick which one you're being pulled to. Next, we have purification. It is time for a cleansing, detoxification of your body and mind. Yep. Self-reflection. Right here, this card, truth. You need to you need to cleanse yourself of this negative energy. And for some of you, this is going to be a man, because every time I pick up this card, I just feel really heavy masculine energy, and controlling energy. But for some of you, it's not going to be like apparent. It's going to be very subtle types of controlling that you might not really realize, and they might not realize. But whoever this person is, or these people are, they might not be doing anything wrong in their world, but your energies just aren't connecting, and that's okay, you know. But you need to cut that off, because for you, this is harming you and it's not helping you, and you need to cleanse yourself. You need to meditate, clear your mind. You need to go out for a walk, and you need to express yourself, you know, cleanse your soul, open up your chakras. Just let every form of expression and creation and self-power just come through, and you need to make room for that, because right now there's no room for that in your life. And like these cards, like this, it all starts right here. Like, you need to cut off these negative vibes, whoever's in your life that's not serving you. As soon as you make that decision, which is going to be this week, you need to do this week, because let me tell you, when the universe is pushing you towards a certain path, it's going to happen, whether you like it or not, you know? Yes, we all create our own reality, but we create the reality that is aligned with our soul's destiny. You know, we come here to this earth as these souls who have, you know, almost like a blueprint of our lives. When we're born, you know, we are born into an energy and a pattern that is going to lead us to be the person we need to be for ourselves and for everyone else. So what is meant to help you with that is going to fall into the stuff that you love to do, that the way that you like to express yourself. And what's not meant for you is not going to work out. But if you keep bringing that stuff back, that is clearly telling you and showing you that it's not working out, you're just putting a halt to your own self-evolvement. You're putting a halt to your soul, pretty much. You're just stopping yourself on your path, letting all these temptations come through and letting all this negative energy come through, when you have this whole amazing journey ahead of you. You need to make room for it. All right, so next I have little affirmation cards. So let's see what Spirit wants to affirm to you. So keep these in mind with you throughout the week. So get a little pen and paper, or open up your notes and write these down. So the first one, I am gentle with myself and others. I am gentle with myself and others. Have grace this week, okay? Take everything with ease, and with, you know, look at life as everything's meant to happen for a reason, you know? So just embrace it. Have a light heart this week. Focus on yourself, but have a light heart. Okay, next one, I am one with nature. I am one with nature. So go outside this week, take a walk, connect to your roots again, you know, just feel the sand on your feet, touch a tree, hug a tree, whatever you need to do, go for a swim, anything to just align your frequency with Earth's again. Next, I am the goddess. What did I say in the beginning? You are not being treated like the goddess and queen you are, and this is your confirmation that you are one, so start acting like it. And last, I am dancing my own dance. I am dancing my own dance. Take control of yourself again. Bring back that take control of your own happiness again. Write your own story. Don't keep following in the footsteps of someone else, or letting someone else shape the path for you, or let someone else decide what job you work, or what school you go to, or what hobbies you do. No. Be the author of your own book. Do what you want to do, because no one else knows what's best for you but you. And yes, it's, you know, it's normal, take in other people's opinions. You know, someone could definitely bring you a perspective that is helpful, but if you listen to someone's opinion and it just doesn't fit with you, be like, okay, thank you, but you are not in control of my life. I am. Thank you for helping and trying to help, but that doesn't suit me. You know, put up those healthy boundaries. Take control of your life again, group number one, because you have a big change coming this week, and it's going to be a change that is just gonna blast you into your destiny, towards your purpose. But it's gonna start with you making those decisions and cutting those people off, and weighing out the pros and cons, and not always jumping to the first solution, the first thing that comes to you. You know, be more patient, be more understanding of yourself. Let yourself express itself a little bit more before you just keep following the same patterns. So that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope this resonated with you. Definitely leave comments below. Let me know what all this is about. Come back in a week and let me know how your week went. I'll have my Instagram in the description, so you can follow me, message me. I love making new friends. I love talking to people. Yeah, so that's it for now, group number 1. I hope you have a great day. Bye. If you chose pile number 2, welcome, yellow citrine. Let's get started with your reading. So before I start, I just want to let you know that so this reading is about the energy and what's coming to you this week, starting February 9th. And you know, the future is always changing, energy is always changing. So go into this reading with an open mind. Look at this as guidance and clarity or confirmations for you, but don't feel that anything I say, you know, is set in stone, it's gonna happen. You have the ability to change the outcome of what's coming to you, to attract different things. So take this as guidance. So if you hear something that, you know, might not be so positive, don't just be like, oh damn, that's gonna happen. No, you can now use that and say, okay, you know, that might happen because that's based off the pattern of my energy right now, but I don't want that to happen, so let me change. You know what I'm saying? Or let me go about this situation differently. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. And yeah, let's get into it. So first card, Solitude. This week, a lot of you are going to be doing shadow work. This was the theme of the last group too. A lot of you are going to be spending this week alone and really reflecting and looking within. Yeah, like you see how she's kind of opening the book? I feel like she's almost reading the story of her own life. This week is definitely going to bring an energy that is going to make you want to retract into yourself and just do some soul searching, some soul digging. Universe. Yep. Okay. There's a powerful energy coming this week because something's changing. There's a lot that's changing, okay? And 9 also represents in numerology transformation, transitions, new cycles. And then we have the universe here, which is just, you know, spirits coming through that you are going to do some major self-reflection and major shadow work. Sorry, I'm here, like I'm feeling and seeing all these things. Okay, wow. This is something big. This is something big that's going to happen this week. And it might not seem like something big, but it's going to completely change you in a good way. And this is all going to be within. This is stuff that's changing within. So, you know, Spirit's not really telling me that it's going to be anything material. It could be, but this is really going to be within. This is going to be either a thought or an idea, or you're going to see something and it's just going to spark something to start turning in your head. So let's see what it is. Next, throat chakra, communication. So some of you might be kind of finding your inner power, you're standing up for yourself. Okay, this message coming through. For some, don't forget, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. People are going to have different messages in here. But okay, so for some of you, you're going to be standing up to a boss or someone in your work environment. That's what I'm hearing. And you're going to stand up to them in a way where I feel like some of you are going to be leaving your jobs this week. And don't freak out, because I don't feel that this is something that you should be stressing about right now. It's almost like a revelation you're gonna have to yourself. You're gonna look within, something is just gonna spark inside of you, and that your solar plexus is just gonna go like, it's just gonna open up and you're gonna speak your mind. Group number 2, I feel like some of you might be the type of person who might snap on people easily, or might have a tendency to always speak what's on your mind no matter what, this is going to be coming out this week. And yeah, let's see what else, because that's strong. Because you have a lot of change, and it's change on more than just a physical level. Like something inside is going to massively shift, because we have a lot of cards right here just telling me like transformation, transition, change so far. So let's see what else. Emotional loss. Yeah, some of you might be leaving a job and it is going to hurt your heart, but this is for the better. And some of you, it's not going to be a job. For some of you, I'm feeling this is more speaking your mind about what you want, and speaking your mind about and kind of standing up for yourself, setting healthy boundaries. And this might lead to feeling sad and feeling an emotional loss, really, because I am feeling sad, but it's almost, it's a good sad, if that makes sense, because it's not a loss where you're going to hurt over it for a while. It's going to be a loss, or like an ending to a relationship or a friendship or just a fight with someone, but it's only a result of you speaking your mind and you finally standing up for what you want and what you deserve, and going after your dreams and really just opening up and embracing the life that you have. That's the thing, not everyone around us is always supportive of what we want and the decisions that we make, unfortunately. So of course that's going to lead, some of you might have family members who aren't that supportive of what you do, of what you do right now, or the life that you want to live. But this week is really going to show you who's truly a supporter and who truly wants you to live the best life you can, no matter how they personally feel. So this week is going to bring a major transition, but don't hold back. Don't stop that transition just because it's going to change different dynamics in your life. Things need to change especially to get better. Let's see what else. Material harvest. So yeah, so this card is kind of off to the side. Like, that's why I don't feel like it's something that's really gonna hurt you for a while, because it's just kind of giving me the energy like, yeah, something's gonna hurt, and something, might be sad to see that it's not in your life anymore, but you have so much coming towards you. It's almost like your energy doesn't have enough energy to even focus on being sad, because you have the material harvest card. You have this is just going back to work. So I feel like for the vast majority of you watching pile number 2, this is a change in work, or you're either going to be leaving a job, or you're going to be starting a job, starting your career, or finally going after your dream. So multiple different messages. So first, let me start. Some of you, I feel that you're starting a new venture that isn't well known. It's not something that is common. You don't really meet people who are in this field of work, but Spirit is telling me right now, this is where you're meant to be. You have this drive in you. It's planted in you. It's coming straight from the universe. You are meant to be in this field, and you're meant to do what you want to do. So don't let other people's opinions of it not being, oh, you're not going to be successful, it's not going to work out, no one does that. That's even more the reason to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not something that's common or popular, that's even more of a reason to do it. And this isn't just something that you're trying out as a business. This is something that is coming from a deep, deep place within. And, will this be what you're going to do forever? No. But it's for damn sure what you need to do right now. Like, this is about speaking your mind, speaking up, finally saying, hey, no, I want to do this. I want to start this business, or I want to drop all my stuff and travel around the world and just experience. Speak up and do it, because it's going to lead you to abundance. This material harvest card, I love this card, because if you look in the back, like, you see the pillars and you see the buildings, and it shows a lot of stability. It shows a lot of hard work. And I feel that this week is the week that you're planting the seeds to get here, and that's going to spark from finally looking within and writing your own story and being in connection with your divine purpose and your divine self, because this material harvest card is really just giving me the vibes, and along with spirit, that this week you need to plant the seeds for your successful future, because you have a successful future. And this is more than just physical gain, and this is more than just money and family and having everything you want. This is on like a universal level. Whatever you want to start right now is going to lead you to make huge changes for yourself and for the people around you. Group number 2, some of you might be like healers, some of you might be like Reiki coaches, yoga instructors. Those are just some of the things kind of just coming to me, but I feel that some of you are definitely healers, and you need to get in a line with that. You need to speak up, and you need to get in touch with yourself and start living in your purpose. And for others of you, this is leaving a job. You're going to be leaving a job, standing up to this horrible boss that you have, or these employees that treat you like crap, and you're finally going to open up that room and that opportunity for something new to come in. And that new thing that's coming in this week is going to lead you to the life that you've been wishing for, and you've been wanting, and you've been attracting, because that change is coming this week. Something is massively changing within you, because you are subconsciously manifesting this life. So it might be sad to make changes, but know that these changes are perfectly aligned with your soul and what you want in life and what you crave and what you desire. Let's see what else. Accelerated motion. Yes, you need to do it. You need to go. I just got so much energy because this card is just like, it's almost like a yes, like do it, go. You are on a roll. You're gonna be on a roll. You need to get this ball rolling because what I said before, group number 2, you guys have so much potential to not just live the life you want, but heal others around you. And where you're at right now is not bringing you that. It's not helping you get any further. You're in a very a stuck position. You're just at a standstill, and you need to get that ball rolling, and you need to open up your book and start reading, because you have a lot to accomplish in this life. But this motion and this energy of everything you want coming to you, it's not going to start until you do the work you need to do. It's not. You're just going to keep living in the same cycles unless you make a change. So like I said, it might be sad to leave that job you've been at. You might miss your coworkers, or you might be upset that this family member doesn't support you, so they don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't know, that just came out. I'm sorry. But you need to see that this is exactly what you want. These things that are making you sad, they're aligned with what you actually want, but you just need to make room for it. And once you make room for it, the universe, it's also under the universe card, which is also just flooding me with the fact that once you make that room, it's just gonna come soaring to you. There's just gonna be so much, you're gonna be almost like you're turning on your light. You're switching your light on, and you're just attracting everything that you want. But you need to make the choice. You need to make the decision. Because if you just sit there and just keep living in the same patterns and keep your mouth shut and not stand up for what you want, the universe isn't going to bring you anything. They're not going to deliver you the things that are truly going to help you and give you what you want, because the universe is trying to get you to cut these ties or open up this opportunity, and you're not. So if you just continuously shut down all these things that the universe is trying to bring you, eventually you're going to just stop attracting that energy altogether. And you don't want that. You want to keep that motion. You want to keep going. You want to keep getting faster and faster. In a healthy way. You want to keep attracting that energy. Next, we have deception and envy. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay, yeah, some of you might be finding out that, like I said, this isn't going to resonate with everyone, but I speak on the messages that come to me. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But some of you are going to find out that your partner is cheating on you. Yeah. And I feel that for some of you, this might be the massive change within. I feel like some of you might be feeling this on a deep level, because I feel this right now. Like right now I'm like, what are you up to? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Because I got a bad feeling. And I feel like for some of you, a select few of you, this finding out the truth and finding out that someone is breaking your loyalty and being dishonest to you, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Like I said, energy can be strong in any aspect. But yeah, you're going to be finding out that someone is not being honest with you. They betrayed your trust and your loyalty, and I feel that this might be that, you know, kick in the butt that is getting you started with this massive change, because that's something that seriously changes people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, because I totally see how these two cards are connected right here. Like, you're feeling this loss, you're feeling this pain, but yet on a level, you know that you're not meant to be in this situation anymore. Like, that's what I was saying before. You like, I was picking up on that energy. You know that it's sad, but you know it's not meant for you right now. So yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna catch you by surprise, but this is going to trigger your inner wisdom, your inner self to come out. It's going to trigger that I was right, my gut feeling was right, my intuition was right, and it's going to put you on a path of just almost self-empowerment and respect, and just really attracting what you finally want. Okay, next we have material and spiritual prosperity. Yes, especially after this card, because this card is kind of heavy, you know. Some of you are going to be finding out that someone is disloyal to you, but this card right here is confirming that this is all within your divine path. You know, stuff sucks sometimes, but you have to make room for new things to come in. And this is just a confirmation, especially with the material harvest right here and the material and spiritual prosperity. You group number 2 are going to seriously be doing like a self-check, almost like a reality check, but with yourself again. You're going to let this part come out of you that is just a magnet to happiness and love and everything that you really want in this life. You just got to let that magnet out. You have to let it shine to attract. And this starts with your spiritual path. You know, these, you know, material harvest is fun and everything. We all, you know, love to be stable and have the things that we love, but money is also a tool, and money can allow us to help others and bring change to this world and bring enjoyment to ourselves and other. And this is what I'm feeling, group number 2. I think I mentioned earlier that I feel some of you are healers, and I feel that what you have such major goals in life, you have something so rare that you want to work on and you want to do, that it's naturally going to take material gains. It's going to take money to help you. And you know, it's always rough talking about money, because it's not evil. You know, I feel like a lot of people look at money as, oh, you know, money sucks, it controls our life, but you just have to look at it as a tool. You know, if you focus on what your goals are, if you focus on helping others and helping yourself and giving back in the world, you are going to naturally attract the tools that you need to achieve that, and money falls under that category. Money falls under tools. And this is funny because this is coming after some of you are like quitting your job or leaving a job or starting a new job. But it's just funny because like this is exactly what needs to get done. This is what you need to do in order to, it might seem weird. You might be like, well, how am I going to get more money if I leave my job? Because there's an opportunity knocking at the door for you. You just got to open it. You have to allow that space for that energy to come in, because it's going to lead you to even more prosperity than you have right now, because it's going to affect you on a spiritual level. This change that's happening this week, it's sending you on your spiritual path that will then lead you to the resources you need to live the life that you want. But you have to make those first choices. yeah, this week I feel so either Sunday or Monday, I'm feeling that this change is going to come to you. And like I said, I feel like it's going to start off as an internal thing and not a material thing. Even though some of you might think it's going to be material, it's going to start within. Because like I said before, I feel like this, not feel like, I feel very strongly that what you need to prosper in this world is going to come from getting in touch with your true desires and your true wants and knowing who you are, So let's see what guidance the universe has for you this week, because this is going to be a tough week for some of you. It's going to be emotional, and it's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of transition, and a lot of just change. We have 2 9s, we have 5, we have 6, we just have a lot of change. We have 2 5s, actually. We have 2 9s and 2 5s, which is change and transformation. So yeah, you guys are going to be going through a massive inner and outer life change, but it's for the good. Don't stress over it. It's really being divinely guided. So for guidance, we have compassion. Release judgment about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Pretty card. Yeah, you need to, this is towards yourself. This energy is towards yourself right now. You need to be kinder to yourself. You need to be more compassionate to yourself. You need to set healthy boundaries so that no one tries you, no one tests you, no one is going to be in control of how you feel on the inside. But you need to gain that power back. Next, which comes from being nice to yourself, because I feel like some of you are definitely being way harder on yourself than what's needed. We're all hard on ourselves, but I feel like group number 2, you're just being like extra hard on yourself for no reason. So cut that out. Okay, next we have peace. There is no need to worry as everything is working out beautifully. Yeah, this is confirmation that you're gonna be going through a little whirlwind this week, but just remember at the end of the day, this is happening for a reason. And I know everyone says that everything happens for a reason, but like it really does. You know what I'm saying? Like it, even when we can't see it now, it does. Because if I look back on my life, every time that I questioned my path, I look back now and I'm like, that was 100% needed for me to be where I was at next, So even if I couldn't see it at that time, you just have to keep reminding yourself that you don't always need to know why. You just need to know that it will happen. It will change. It will be for the best. And last, we have divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? What do you really want? These cards right here are looking within. Looking deep within. What do you want? What does your soul want? Not your friend, not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend, not your parents. What do you want? You need to, I love this picture because it's just so powerful. Like, you're this volcano, and you've been holding everything that you have inside of you. It's time to just let it out, to just, communicate. Throat chakra. Just let everything come out and let your energy and your intuition just guide you. And yeah, that's the biggest message. Just really look within, and you're gonna know. You're not even gonna have to look. You know what I'm saying? Like, this change is going to happen because it's gonna be something big and impactful. But like I said, it's meant to happen, and it's going to bring you all of the abundance that you want. You just have to start the process. Okay, so let's go to these affirmation cards that I have. So keep these in mind throughout the week. Get a notebook, open up your notes in your phone, and write these down. So this is what Spirit wants you to keep in mind this week to kind of help you here and there throughout emotionally. First one, I am loved by life. I am loved by life. I love this card because there's butterflies on it, and butterflies is major transformation. When you think of a butterfly, they go from a little tiny caterpillar and they come out just this beautiful, massive butterfly. That's what you're in right now. You're in your transition life. You're coming out of your cocoon this week. I am receiving the support that I need. I am receiving the support that I need from Spirit. Spirit is here. The universe is here. This energy is always supporting you and always guiding you. You just have to remember to look within. And when you look within, you will have those confirmations come to you. You will know that you're being guided. You just have to allow that energy to come through to comfort you. You need to open the door. Next, we have, I am serving the highest good for all. Yes, I feel like this is just a confirmation that you guys are healers in this group, and that what you want is to truly make a change and make a difference in the world, and you're going to do that. But it's going to take major change. Major. And last, I am a unique manifestation of the goddess. I am a unique manifestation of the goddess. You are a divine expression of the universe, and you have the ability to create your own life and follow what your soul is meant to do. And every message is just going back to this major awakening that you're going to have, this major change of perception and just looking at life a totally different way, and you're going to see yourself as this powerful divine person that you are. And once you feel that, never let anyone else take that away from you. Never let anyone else dim that light in you, because no one else knows what's best for you except for you. So that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Definitely leave comments down below and come back in a week and let me know how this week went. What was this major change? What did it bring to you? I'll leave my Instagram in the description. Message me. You know, I love talking to everyone. I just love talking to everyone. Tell me about this change, who left a job, what job did you start? I want to know it all. So that's all I have for you, group number 2. Have a great day. Okay, pile number 3, if you chose Lapis Lazuli, let's get started. Okay, so first card is Hope. Okay, second is Shadow. Okay, this week, group number 2, okay, I feel that for some of you, you've been in a very, not depressive state, but your light's kind of been shut off for a while. And I feel that this week you're going midweek, don't stick to the timelines because energy can change whenever, but I feel that midweek you're going to have a situation arise that's kind of going to make you question yourself and who you are. And for some of you, I feel that this situation might leave you feeling almost like angry and offended, but in a way, those are the things that really show us what are bothering us and what's deep inside. I feel like we get offended the most when something's true because we don't want to believe that it's true. So I feel like for some of you in group number 2, that situation is going to happen this week, but just take a step back, because a lot of you have been silently wishing for hope, pretty much, and wishing for something to change in your life. And this situation that's going to throw you off guard, it's actually going to be the situation that's going to change you, because it's going to send you into a state of looking within, looking at your shadow self, the part of you that you don't allow to come out or to be expressive. Let's see what else we have. Foundation and achievements. Okay, yeah, so group number 2, I feel like some of you, this has to do with your home life, but not, this is something, okay, so I feel for some of you, this is going to happen out in public, but it's something that is going to transition into the way you look at your home life. And so this is a general reading, so not every message is going to stick with you. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But for some of you, I feel that you are going to change your outlook and your perspective on wanting children. And I feel that some of you either have gone your whole life or part of your life not wanting kids, or wondering when you're going to have kids. And I feel like something is going to just change in you, and you're going to realize that you do want kids, you do want a family. And I feel for some of you that I'm getting workaholic vibes. I feel like some of you which is nothing is wrong with that at all, but some of you have dedicated so much time to your career and to your work that you almost forgot that there's a part of you that wants to have a family and wants to settle down and doesn't want to be this important business person that you are. And I feel like that part of you has been pushed down so deep that you forgot it was there. You almost took that option out of the equation for your life. Like, you kind of sit there and just like, no, that's not my life. You know, I'm a business person. I do this. This is what my energy goes to. But I feel like that's not true. There's a part of you that wants this family, that kind of really desires that love, and you don't see that, and that's why you're not as happy as you could be. That's why you're in this depressive state, and you don't know why you're in this depressive state. And I feel that it's really because you forgot what you truly want. You forgot what your soul wants. And that doesn't mean you have to leave everything in your life to go start a family, but you could definitely balance that out and incorporate into your life. It's not too late to want a family and children. And I feel like this change is going to come this week. You're going to make this realization this week that like midweek, that you want children, and it's going to come from almost an insult, but it's not an insult. Someone is going to say something to you that you think is an insult, or I feel like for some of you, someone is going to give you a compliment about how hard you work, and you're going to almost feel offended in a way. And I feel like that those emotions are going to come up because deep down, you don't want to be the person who's only focused on business. You want to have a family and a house to take care of and a husband to love. And I feel like that's really what's going to spark this change. So let's see what else. Patience and planning. Patience and planning. So yeah, some of you have spent so much of your life just kind of set in stone of, you know, this is what I worked for, this is what I have, that's it. But that doesn't mean you have to stop planning your life. That doesn't mean you have to stop building something that you want. Just kind of take a step back, and you know, you don't have to rush it. It doesn't have to happen right away. Take that time to just reflect and look within and really figure out what road you want to start going down. If you want to start planning for that life now, you know, slowly by starting to go out more after work, you know, it could start with that. But I feel like you guys need to start slow because it's going to be such a massive change in your life. And so I feel that this is for most people, but for some of you, I feel that like this really is what it is. Like, you are going to realize that you don't want the life that you have anymore. So let's get deeper in, because I feel a lot of like almost like anxiety and confusion and questioning your entire life's work, and it's making me a little bit like flustered. And I wouldn't be surprised, because that's a lot to change, you know, especially if you're so far in and accomplished so much in your life. The thought of having to replan something that's going to change your life is stressful. Stand your ground. Yeah, I feel like this is coming from a deep place. I feel like this stand your ground is coming, almost stemming off of this shadow part, almost like it's the deep part of you that is like, hey, I'm still here and I'm not leaving. You know, it's standing its ground. That seed is planted in you and it's not going to go away. So you need to kind of realize that is what you want, and start evaluating your life now and making those little changes, because you're going to realize by the end of the week, you're going to want to be like, okay, I'm going to change everything right now because I realize what I want. But don't do that. Don't just jump into it. Take the patience and the time that's needed to plan the life that you really want, because it's not all or nothing. You don't have to choose between just being this successful business person or having a family. And that's why I feel like this planning card just keeps like popping out to me, because you're going to feel such a jolt of energy because you've awakened this part of you, that it's going to be really intense. But don't just jump into it. You know, let this week go by. Don't make any major changes. Don't talk to anyone. Don't quit your job. Don't do anything drastic. Just really let this part of you let itself create scenarios in your head. Let that part just be free and think about a life without feeling like, oh, how do I change it? You know, just give yourself this week to just fantasize and just imagine and just daydream. It's going to help you realize what you feel comfortable in and what you don't, what you want and what you know that you don't want. Okay, next, victory and success. So I feel that this is just a confirmation that whatever you are going to realize, whether it's about the life you do want or about the life you don't want, it's going to be a success for you. It's going to change your path, but it's going to lead you down another type of victory. And with this card specifically, I feel that this is almost like the very first victory in this aspect of your life, because this card is coming to me very like giving me like very like proud vibes, you know, like almost like after standing up for yourself, like you stood up for the part of you that wants to be out there and wants to be, you know, expressed, and you're going to fully enjoy this decision and this feeling, and it's going to bring to you a type of like happy ending that you never felt even through all the stuff that you've accomplished already. And 6 also represents like harmony, and I feel like there's a part of your life that is really missing. Like it just, my eyes just instantly went to this, because I feel like you're missing that part of you that's bringing your soul like true harmony, because you've tucked it away for so long. You turned off your light, and once that light comes back on, you're going to have such intense feelings this week of empowerment, and it's gonna spark so much, because it's so much deeper than just realizing what you want in life. It's going to make you feel like you know who you are. So I feel like some of you just are really struggling with your identity. You know who you are, you know that what you've worked for, you're passionate about, but yet for some reason you feel like this isn't you, you know, and that's because there's just a part of you that's missing. It doesn't mean that the life that you've worked for up to this point isn't important to you. It just means that yes, it's important to you, but you also have other things that are important to you. So, and you can have all of that. You can feel full and happy with both those things. I feel like for some of you, you almost grew up with the impression that you have to be one or the other. You either have to be, you know, a stay-at-home mom and take care of the house, or you have to be a successful business person. But no, when I look at this patient and planning cards, I feel like each beam just represents like that part of you. Like this is the part of you that is super successful business-wise, and this is the part of you that is super successful as a mother and a wife side. And that balance, like the message just keeps coming back that you can have both. So I feel like a lot of you were just really raised to think that you couldn't have both, but you really can. You really can. And I feel like that's almost the main message that needs to be heard, is that it doesn't have to be all or nothing. And I feel like for some of you, having this realization that you want a family is almost going to change your course of work, and you're going to enjoy what you're going to do in the future so much more, because you allowed a part of yourself to come back up to the surface. So it's going to spark different types of motivation, or different types of drives, or different types of things you want to accomplish, and it's just going to completely open up your horizon to like a whole world that you didn't even realize you could have, because it was just pushed down from such a young age. This is very specific. Like in the last 2 readings, I feel like there's always like 3 different types of messages coming through, but for this, I feel like this is just so specific and so strong. Next, we have choose wisely. Yeah, this goes back to what I said before. Don't just make a quick decision right after you have this change of mind, after you have this almost awakening moment. Don't just change your life this week. This week is about realizing and reflecting. It's not about making those changes yet. We're not there yet. And I feel that this choose wisely is just telling you that it's not time yet to start making changes. You need time to just be you internally before you start making changes in your life, because you have I keep feeling that you're just a very like high powered person. Like you might be like the CEO or like the founder of your own business or a huge corporation. And I feel like that, because you're going to realize that you want a family, that might this week kind of push away what you're doing now, but that part of you isn't meant to go away. Like, I don't feel that this drive to have a family, it's not meant to replace what you have now. And I feel that this energy might lead you to making changes that you don't want yet, because you're still almost like so high on the feeling of this new thing that you realized you want in life. So don't make any decisions yet. This week is just about reflecting and realizing. Next, we have suffering in silence. Yeah, a lot of you have been feeling this way for a while, and I just keep feeling that this was like embedded in you as a child, that you have to put your all into work, or you have to put your all into home life, and you can't split it between both. And I feel like even if you look at the picture, like she's right in the middle of two mountains. I feel like you're kind of sitting there your whole life picturing and thinking like, which one do I want? You know, like I started this life, but I kind of want this life, and that desire to want that life has just dipped so far down in you that you stopped looking at it. And you've been suffering, and yeah, you've been happy and you've been enjoying the life that you live, but part of you has been suffering in silence, and you need to let that part come out now. Okay, so let's see what guidance Spirit has for you this week. So we have sacred place. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Connecting with yourself. And I feel for some of you this is nature or the beach, or some of you this might just be staying inside your home all weekend. Just create a space where you can really let your mind and body just relax. So draw a bath, get little petals to put in, get some tea, put on music, and just really create a sacred bubble for yourself, for you to just be you without any type of outside influence, without any type of opinions or any thoughts coming through from someone else. Just really create some time to just be 100% you. Even if you don't apply all the things to your life that, you know, you are going to speak of or see during this time, just let it express itself. Let that part of you express every opportunity or every scenario that you never once allowed yourself to consider. You know, just let it happen, let it flow through. Next, we have golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. Yes, this week you have the opportunity to so I feel that some of you, it's going to come from someone making a comment to you, and I feel that this could go two ways. You can either take that comment and dismiss it and just be like, oh, whatever, or you can choose to let that comment kind of stick with you and make you question yourself. And I feel like in a way, for some of you, questioning yourself is what you need right now, because you're not lined up with what you really want. You're not lined up with your purpose yet. So I feel like some of you almost need to question yourself and need to question who you are, because that is what's going to open doors for you to create new streams of life and new ways of living. Okay, and then next we have guardian. You and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. So you are being divinely guided during this. And also these two cards, black represents like protection, and because it's in the hope and the shadow, during this shadow work, during this time of really diving deep within yourself and realizing what you want, you're going to be protected. So you also have to put in the effort to keep out those other opinions, but as long as you put in that effort, the universe will reciprocate that effort, and they will almost help you enjoy that sacred space that you're going to create, so that you can just be free. Like, I just feel like that, like letting out like a breath that you've been holding your whole life, you know? So yeah, Spirit wants you to know that you're being protected, you're being guided. Everything that is happening, everything that you're questioning is questioning you for a reason. So don't try to control it. Just let those reasons just play out in your head. So these are little affirmation cards, messages that Spirit wants you to keep with you this week, that will help you get through the week. So take out a little pen and paper or open up your notebook on your phone and write these down. So the first one, I am always given exactly what I need. I am always given exactly what I need. Exactly. I feel this is really almost relaying to this comment that someone's going to be saying to you. Like, you don't think you need it, but you were given exactly what you needed to change your life. And that's just the perfect example of like the universe bringing people into our path for a reason. You know, this might be someone that you're never going to see again ever, but they just happen to cross your path to give you a message for a reason. Okay, next one. I am uplifted and energized. I am uplifted and energized. This energy is coming from those moments after you've realized you can change your life for what you want. It's almost like you are on top of the world, you're on top of a cloud. So just know that that feeling is coming, even if it's tough to get there, because it is. Doing self-work and self-reflection and shadow work is hard because we're questioning parts of ourselves that we never questioned before, we never thought about. We push them deep down. So bringing that stuff up is going to come with baggage and emotion, but it's exactly what you need at this time. Next, we have I am filled with tranquility. I am filled with tranquility. So just go treat yourself nice this week. Go easy on yourself. Create a sacred place. Run a bath. Just really take, you know, she's laying with the lion. I feel like this is representing the two sides of you. I feel like you need to take off the mask of this strong, powerful, like just empowering energy and just let yourself be you. Let yourself be that little child inside of you that has all these hopes and dreams. Let that just come out for you. And then last we have I am willing to see others as the divine. I am willing to see others as the divine. I totally feel this as a love card right here. I feel this coming through as once you do this work that you need to this week, it's going to open up a part of your heart that is going to attract a potential future partner, for sure. Okay, so that's all I have for you, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Definitely leave comments down below and let me know how this resonated with you. At the end of the week, definitely come back and let me know how this week was for you. I'll leave my Instagram in the description box below so you can follow me, message me. I love to talk to you guys and just, you know, tell me everything. Let's just talk. Let's see, you know, if you went through this reading and you have some questions, message me and I'll pull more cards for you. I'll help you. So just, yeah, comment down below. Let me know how this was for you and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.